Hello everybody, Rob Brender with head coach of the Long Beach State 49ers, Dan Monson, as the basketball season is getting ready to begin. Hawaii Pacific coming to town for the first game of the campaign. A tremendous amount of turnaround on this year's team in terms of the roster. You only have 5 players back who saw any time whatsoever with last year's team, and one of those was injured the first game, so really it's just 4 players. That said, how difficult has it been to bring such a completely new cast and crew together and on the same page getting ready for the year?
Well, it wasn't conventional, and it wasn't what we wanted to do. Change is hard. Anything you do in life, when you change it, it's not an easy thing to do. But sometimes change is necessary, and to get better and to do the things that you want to do and represent, again, this university the way we want to.
Mike Caffey has been the point guard for this team, the starting point guard now the last 2 seasons. He played quite a bit as a freshman. His first team All-League a year ago, so obviously the numbers were there. What do you expect out of him this year? Do you need more of a leadership and a vocal role from him this season?
Well, yeah, I mean, with all the change we've had, he's not a natural leader by anything but example. And he's just got to, as a player, he's unquestioned. We know he's good enough. But as a leader, that's got to grow. This team needs that. The program needs that. And he needs to step into that role. And I think the players also voted Michaela Sau, one of our new junior college players, as the other captain, and so he's got some help, some other people that some of the players look up to, but there's no substitute for experience, and he's the one that's been out there for the most years and the most time, and the point guard is a quarterback, the starting pitcher, all those kind of things. So by default or by whatever means, he is the guy we're all going to look to, and he's got to step into that role.
Dan Jennings is the other returning starter. He's a senior. It seems like his dedication is there to be an even better player this year. He lost something like 25 or 30 pounds during the offseason. He gained some strength. What do you expect out of Dan this year?
Well, I don't know what I expect, but I'm hopeful that he has a good year because, as you said, he's put in the work and the time and has worked very hard to have a great senior year. And seniors, they feel that urgency that this is it, and I think Dan really feels that. And now he's just got to channel that emotionally and physically into a productive year. And he's got a lot of ability and a lot of things that also he needs to continue to work on, and he's been doing that. And so, I'm very excited for Dan, and hopefully, he'll have that good senior year.
We mentioned all the new faces, and there are a lot of new faces. One of them that's getting a little bit of buzz around here as of late has been David Samuels, another junior college transfer. He's from New York City, went to JUCO school in Texas, and he winds up coming over to be a small forward, power forward type. What do you expect out of David Samuels? What does he bring to the table?
Well, you don't go to junior college for depth. You don't go for junior college, for anything but necessity and needs. And all 4 junior college players are going to be a vital part of what we're trying to do here. And David is, still adapting. He's still not comfortable offensively, but he's a quality person. He's a quality player, and he'll get comfortable as the season wears on. He can really stretch defenses. He's got an inside game. He can step out to 3. Very skilled for a 6'7" guy, and we're lucky to have him. He wasn't a last-second recruit. We recruited him all last year, and he was a very good recruit for this basketball program, along with the others. I mean, all those guys are going to have, I think Christian Griggs-Williams is really giving us another inside presence besides Dan Jennings and Michaela Sau, who I mentioned earlier, along with AJ. Spencer gives us some quality wings to kind of shore up that position.
There's a chance that the Big West Conference this year is going to be about as balanced as it's been through your tenure. UC Irvine is much improved. We know about the folks up at Davis, have some good scorers. What are your thoughts on the conference as the year gets set to begin?
Well, I agree, but especially at the top. I think there's 5 or 6 teams that will vie for it, and but you just never know. I mean, I think they've said that the last 2 or 3 years, too, and we've been able to win it. So, but on paper it does. But this game's not played on paper, and we're going to go out and try to, one of our goals always every year is to try to defend our regular season championship. And I think these guys will, by the time that rolls around early January, I think these guys will be ready to do that.
Coach, thanks so much for the time. Good luck this year.
You got it.